Have you ever stepped away from a conversation or an interaction or even finished listening to a speech and felt like, am I in the twilight zone? That somehow you must be crazy because of the interactions and observations of the person telling you these things just doesn't match your reality. It just doesn't add up. What they're saying about you, yourself, your community just doesn't match your reality. I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. Not by a long shot. You're just being gaslit. Hi, my name's Alana. Welcome back to Evolve with Alana. Gaslighting. As I look around on this app, gaslighting seems to be really focused on personal relationships. Relationships between yourself and your family, or yourself and a loved one. But gaslighting can occur anywhere and everywhere. It can be even done on the grand global stage. So some of you might be wondering, what is gaslighting? So, like always, I looked it up. Gaslighting is a way to manipulate someone or a group by using psychological methods into questioning their own sanity or powers of reasoning. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation. The reason to gaslight is intended to undermine your sanity, to undermine your professionalism, your credibility. And the key thing is to undermine other people's ability to be able to see you as a person worthy of respect and human decency. I myself have been gaslit so many times that sometimes I believed it. I've been gaslit by family and by friends, by educational institutions, even by political figures. You see, I remember putting in work at a job, and I'm staying late at the job, doing my work, and then at the end of the day, being told that I'm lazy. I had a friend of mine who was in a workshop, and she was one of only 2 African American women. One wasn't taking the workshop very seriously and making jokes. She was taking the workshop very seriously, taking notes, asking questions. But at the end of the workshop, the leader of the workshop gave an evaluation and told my friend who was working and taking notes that all she did was goof off during the workshop. Have you ever had that? That someone's thoughts and opinions about you just didn't match your reality? When you're being gaslit, you find that you're always second guessing yourself. You're always questioning what the world sees of you. You are always comparing what the world sees versus your reality. You're often told that you're too sensitive, too emotional, maybe even too selfish. When you're gaslit, you may even find yourself apologizing for your work all the time, always having a need to be better, and somehow, no matter what you do, you never reach the target. You may even find yourself making excuses for the people that are gaslighting you, making excuses to other people for their behavior, and you find that you don't trust yourself. You no longer use yourself and how you see and feel into the world. You have to always see how others see you. You no longer trust your intuition. You no longer trust that little feeling at the bottom of your stomach that tells you something's wrong, that what's happening is not right. You lose yourself. You no longer trust yourself. We as humans love living in a community, and none of us want strife. None of us want friction. So when a negative comment is thrown your way, a negative judgment as criticism is sent to you, so often we want to fix it. We want to change, to be part of the group. And sometimes that pull to be part of the group, to not cause friction, just is so much that we end up believing in others' opinions about ourselves opposed to ourselves. In the last couple of weeks and months, I've seen gaslighting on all fronts. I just recently started a job, and already managers are already gaslighting me in terms of my performance, in terms of what I do. I see it on the political and global stage. Politicians and leaders describing people like me, African American, a woman, describing me in ways that don't match my reality. Myself living in a peaceful neighborhood, and I've lived in many different neighborhoods, but yet so many people have this outlook, this opinion about myself, about who I am, about my body, that just doesn't match me. I guess what I'm getting to in this video is that you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition, that little person inside of you that knows that you're great, that sees the facts that you are working hard, that you are doing everything that you're supposed to do. What gaslighters do is they often lie about the facts. They not only lie about the facts, but they also continue the lie even when you bring facts to them. Those people that gaslight you, they often lie about the facts of the situation, lie about situations and things that you actually observed, that you were there for, trying to convince you what you saw isn't what you saw. Try to convince you that you being at work until way past 8 or 9 p.m. that you're not working hard. They try to change the subject when they're caught in their lie, when you actually present them facts. They change the subject. They turn that responsibility of those facts back on you. They shift the blame. They tell you that they wouldn't be treating you negatively if you just acted good. You acted well. But how can you act well or good in their eyes when their whole perception of you is wrong? When their own idea of the world is wrong? When you bring up facts, when you see observations, they just deny it. And here comes the biggest truth about gaslighting. They know exactly what they're doing. It's not happenstance that gaslighting is happening. It's not like they stumbled into gaslighting you. They didn't do this on accident. They know exactly what they're doing. They are asserting their power over you, thinking that you are too weak to understand what's happening. But you know what's happening. You feel it. You feel that the observations that they are having are not right. So I tell you, listen to your intuition. Listen to that little voice inside of you. You are not crazy. They are just trying to manipulate you. Thank you for listening to this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.